Y'all, I don't know what the fuck it is, and I feel like this could like resonate with whoever's watching as well, but it's like something has fucking like switched in me, and I feel like I don't know, like random confirmation, but okay. Um it's like my spirit, like it's like I'm taking my spiritual practice like way more seriously without even like trying to take it way more seriously. Like it's like you know, like how if you're trying to learn about your spiritual practice, you know, you go and you educate yourself, you research, you write things down, you look into things, you try things that you're looking into, you see, you're trying to find what works for you. And it's like, I don't know, like it's like there's this switch that's happened, that's it's like I know now what works for me. I don't know if I don't know if the collective, I don't know who, you know, whoever's watching this, if it resonates with you, you've found your mojo. You've found your routine, babes. And it's your time to step into it now. You've been doing all this damn learning. All this damn learning. All these 555 could be significant. Been doing all this damn learning. And now it's time for everything that you have learned over the past 20 fucking years to be implemented into your life. It is the new moon, babes. The first new moon after Pluto has moved into Aquarius. I cannot think of anything more fucking magical. There is something so fucking magical about this moment right here. There's something so fucking magical about moments that don't even feel that fucking magical. There's something so magical about enjoying time with yourself. There's something so fucking magical about enjoying time outside. There's something so magical about enjoying time with animals. There's something so magical about enjoying time with family, enjoying time with friends, enjoying time with people that you care about, and not being worried or caught up in your head thinking about something else, thinking about what this person could do to you, thinking about, I don't know, what you're trying to do in an hour or whatever, you know? There's something so fucking magical about just being in the moment and fucking enjoying it. And if you're finding yourself in this moment, know that there is something, I just keep on hearing, get excited, babes. Know that this moment, just keep on enjoying the moment, because you don't know how good it's about to get. And how much confidence you're about to step into, how much empowerment, how much power you're about to step into by stepping into the teacher or the master, the mastery position, because you found what works for you. You've tried different things. You found what works for you. What foods work for you? What makes you feel good? What what do you believe? You know, like what resonates with you in your morals? What resonates with you in your morals? Lily wants to say hi. She always loves popping in the readings, especially the channel messages. But anyways, write it down. over these last 20 years, you've gone through something that has shown you what your morals in life are. And Spirit wants you to acknowledge this and give you a little pat on the back, because it's like the end of a really long set of lessons. It's the end of a unit. We're in a new unit. I'm like seeing Pac-Man for some reason. Thank you, Lily. That's very sweet. Thank you. Your tongue is rough as hell, though. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. Remember to get off of your phone. Because if you don't look around, you might miss it. Sometimes the loudest thing you can hear is silence. Meditation is not about clearing the mind or making it be quiet and listening to the silence, but it is about listening to what comes through and why. If you feel paranoid, if you have worries and anxieties, if you have something telling you that something's gonna go wrong, this person's gonna do this, you're not doing enough, everything's falling apart, everything's horrible. Why? Where is it coming from? Because in reality, when you look around, you have everything that you need. Truly. Even in the most painful moments, we are given all of the tools to be resilient. And Spirit, whatever you believe in, wants to say that they're so proud of you, and you should be so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Because guess what? Look at you still fucking trucking on after everything. And continuing to try. Because isn't that what life is about? Just fucking trying. No matter what you do, you're just trying. You're just going. You're just doing. For what? Remember your why. Your why can get mixed up sometimes, but I think what Spirit is highlighting, what the ancestors I'm hearing are highlighting, is that I'm hearing there's no reason to be scared. Fear is proof of success. Number 2 could be significant. Fear is proof of success. Because oftentimes we don't know what happens after success. Oftentimes when you're about to succeed and you kind of have a feeling that you're about to succeed, the fear of messing it up or not being enough starts coming up. The fear of not knowing how to handle the success starts coming up. Your success knows no bounds, is what the ancestors say. Your success knows no bounds. You think that this is it? You think that this is the only place you're going? You think that this is it? Take a look at yourself, how far you've come already, how much you've experienced in such short periods of times, and remember that then you also felt. I'm hearing just as you do now. That you were there in the moment. Thinking of another moment. Not knowing if it would come, not knowing how it would be. And look at where you are. Safe and sound as can be. Trust. For you've been shown. Trust yourself. Because it's you that has gotten you here. And you deserve that props. You deserve to give yourself your trophy, I'm hearing. And what do you do with a trophy? You put it on the wall. You always see it. You always acknowledge it. It's there, a part of your everyday reality. It is a part of your reality. It is your reality. Everything you have overcome. And guess what? You're gonna get another one. You think that this is it. You have a whole life ahead of you. will always be more ahead of you, filled with good and bad, always ultimately ending up being good. Sometimes in the most morbid ways. But isn't life strangely morbid in its own way? What is morbid? What is weird? Who knows? Because what is normal? Even when people are not born into lives where they have nothing, or where they have no opportunities, or where everything is given to them and they have every loving person around them and every healthy, beautiful experience they could, pain still finds its way in there because it is a part of life. And there is no such thing as healthy without unhealthy. For how can one thing be healthy if there is no such thing as unhealthy? No matter what, there is always balance. No matter who you look at, they have their own struggles, their own problems, their own feelings that they deal with. Maybe not as deeply as you, but still just as valid. Remember that. Remember that your pain is valid. And remember that nothing is personal. Remember you're always in the right place at the right time, going at the right pace. When you're running late, when you drop something, when you fall down the fucking stairs. Sometimes you are meant to be seen falling. So that you can also be seen growing. There's also something I'm being told to tell you to be aware of. Vibrationally, there's something about a malicious mindset, malicious thought pattern of everything else is a problem. You are the problem. You are horrible. Not you. I'm like saying like as if you were saying that to someone else, or like thinking that of somebody else. Like, for example, someone comes and does you really dirty, and that is a problem. And that is something that you should not allow in your life. It's not something that you should allow around you. But remember that those experiences are here to teach you to have boundaries, how to have boundaries, what your boundaries are. Because you cannot know what your boundaries are without them being pushed. You don't know what you don't like till it's done to you. If you're only ever shown what you like, you really don't know what you don't like, because you don't know what you don't like until you experience a feeling of dislike. You know? Don't let what people do to you out of their own wounds allow you to hate them or demonize them. Does not mean that you have to have them around you. Does not mean that you have to sit there and listen to them. Does not mean that you have to sit there and act like their friend. Please do not be doing that. But recognizing that you are not the problem and just letting it go and realizing that there is no problem because you had no problem. To have an equation, you need two components at the least. You need two components at the least. If you don't have two components, you have no problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. There is no problem if you have nothing to add to the equation. Because if you don't add yourself to the equation and you realize that this is a person you need to have boundaries with, because this person might try and complicate your life with what they got going on. This person, if you add them to your equation, the outcome is going to be negative instead of positive. Know thyself. And that is the message. You have had some type of switch where you know yourself. You know your weaknesses. You know your strengths. You know what type of people you want to be around. You know what type of people you don't want to be around. You know what feels good to you, and you know what doesn't. Keep that. Keep that strong sense of self. And unpack what you must. Let go of what you must when you must. And hold on to what you must when you must. Know what equations are meant for you and which ones are not. What equation will you add yourself to that will make it a positive? That's not to say that that other number is completely a problem. And that's what I mean by don't allow what other people, your experience with other people, to demonize that person. Or, maybe that person fits into a stereotype and now you stereotyping other people. Do not let any experience allow you to shape the way you look at the world. And all of our experiences shape the way we look at the world, but don't allow it to limit you. Stay open-minded. Don't close yourself because of one experience. Know what you know. Be open to listening. Be open to contemplating. And be open to standing your ground. I'm hearing. The sun does not apologize for shining, yet we all benefit from the sun, even those who complain of it. We all need the sun. Without the sun, we would be nothing. We need everything that we have in some type of way. So trust when things are taken away from you. Trust when things are given to you. Because it's always a part of something bigger. And hey, that may be a weird way of looking at things, especially when it comes to trauma, but that is something that I have fought with. And I choose to believe that it's working out for me, because it is, and it has been. And that's just the fucking truth. And I would love to see you believe that it's working out for you too. Even when you're on the floor crying. And if you're not letting yourself be on the floor crying, maybe you should. Because there's nothing wrong with that. It's a part of life. And it's just as important as smiling and eating and shitting. And breathing. Everything we have, we need.